here, because as of now, he, oh no,
wow,
he actually went for it. Wow.
See, this is what
That
I'm
is
talking about.
crazy.
Right? When you don't reveal the enabler, it's hard to make a hard guess on what the extra duo is. We knew that they wanted some kind of like way to kind of break this comp apart, right? It's something to forcefully get rid of these purifies to open up that opportunity. And I think Kaja kind of suited well. And what does her passive do? Shred down people's MR. You need something with high burst. Nana comes into mind. I would argue the Valentina, but it's already gotten banned.
But yeah, you called it. You called both the Nana as well as the Kaja.
I
helped with the Kaja, but still, you know, it's you, buddy.
Don't worry, don't worry. You're gonna have.
I have an assist. You got to kill.
Yeah.
I like it, but I think it's really crazy coming from KGE.
Isn't that crazy? I don't think it's that crazy.
Like it's just putting all your eggs on
One
Smooth,
basket.
able to actually cut the back lines, or trusting Peter to get the biggest catch of his life. This is so risky, but if he gets it, he pays off. If he doesn't, it's a disaster.
I mean, I see Vader, you know, high-fiving Sasa, and they're still the fact that they made contact. I would assume they're still on good terms.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. Picking up the Terizla to deny any good pickoffs coming in from the Kaja is honestly still risky, right? Because you're picking this Terizla because it's good against the Kaja. But it's one of those heroes where you can't always reliably go to the back line. You can't always go for Sasa on this Moskov. So if you don't catch him, he's bound to become a problem.
Yep. Let's see how much of a problem it's going to be. We've seen the lane matchups. We have a rough idea of how this game is actually going to progress. With both teams in a position, look at one to team fight, the other to pick them off slowly. At the end of the day, the most important part is scaling as we jump right into the land of Dawn. Elimination match, tournament lives on the line. It's TODAK up against their opponents, KGE, in this best of 5.
Yeah, and now, without further ado, let's see how things are going to be happening here, especially when now KGE made a little bit more adaptations. Hopefully, it is going to be fine for them. Same can be said for TODAK, but this time, Rafflesia is going to be the ones that annoy Sutsujin instead of Vader this game.
This is the loophole. Extra damage received in the jungle, not going to mean anything if no one hits me.
Exactly. That's the beautiful part of the game.
Wait a minute. Bottom lane, Smooth taking a little bit too much damage though. And
okay. As long as he doesn't get hit by the first skill from Momo right here.
Okay, he's fine. He's fine.
Nothing to worry about, right? Just lost his Petrify early. Means that he's not going to have as much lane control as he wants to. It's the only way to really turn the tides in that lane at the very least when it comes down to the life lead. But at the very least, Sutsujin, he's a level ahead of Gary.
Something to note here is that Sasa pickup that's nasty here, really thinking that he's going to get ganked or in a team fight he's going to get targeted a lot, which makes sense.
Which makes sense, definitely makes sense. I think that, man, the counter engage is going to be really, really rough, right? What are some pre-preparations that TODAK has to do to make sure that this is successful, right? I think a lot of it just comes down to battle spells. How do we force it out of him?
Yeah, speaking of which here, Suzuki once again getting focused down this time. He's taking a little bit too much damage. So Toys Person comes in, but Vader, can he get out? Yes, he will. That's going to be Flicker out. So that's going to be 2 minutes with no Flicker for this first turtle fight.
A little bit sad, but still, not like it isn't recoverable. I think that, especially for KGE, it's a bit of an advantage for them, assuming that they hit the level 4s on time. If they don't, if one person is missing the level 4, I think they call it off.
I would say that the timing is a little bit off because it was before 2 minutes and they tried to get something in the jungle, and that's where we see the 20% extra damage really comes in because King Empire, they were chunked down quite a lot, so a little bit of misplay there. I understand what they're trying to do. They're getting extra farm onto Sutsujin, but that was pretty risky.
You think they could have waited right outside the jungle? Waited until it's 2 minutes and then walked in?
Oh, that thought for now because they're trying to make a play right here. Eternal Guardians comes in. First blood, first move. He's shredding it through all his armor here, and he's not even dead. Divine Judgment will catch onto Momo in the midst of chaos. And guess what? The trust on Smooth has paid off for King Empire, and the dunk, the alley-oop, is gotta be Vader to get the kill.
That's why the Yuzong is bannable, man. That's why you don't give Smooth a Yuzong.
My god, Gary could not move. He couldn't cast a single ability. He was just stuck in place for a total of like 6 seconds worth of stuns. Rafflesia might be the next ball here, but still, he manages to survive. King Empire, they've got something cooking here, and I think that TODAK need to give respect to it.
Yeah, so far, Smooth has been surviving his lane, which is in a way winning, going up against getting ganked like 1 or twice. And the thing is, he has big impact when it comes to the turtle. TODAK, they have to take note of this because turtle, if you don't secure it, fine. But what will happen when it comes to the ward, right? So after this, they gotta micromanage what Smooth is doing. And that's gonna be a problem because you gotta look at Smooth. But then when you look at Smooth, you might miss Victor, you might miss Sasa.
Yeah, this case, top side though. They are going to try to babysit a gold lane this time. They're setting up 4 on top. But King Empire, once again, not making unnecessary moves here. They're waiting for the next turtle, I guess. They just don't commit to the fight right now.
Yeah, this lane is pretty much lost from Momo at this stage of the game, right? Full level behind Smooth. Down in gold as well. Losing out on the EXP because of these stupid river crabs. Nothing seems to be going right, but doesn't mean that Momo can't make that impact, right? We're seeing the Vixana as well as Gary rotate down. Again, they want to get a preemptive gank onto Smooth before this Turtle or Lord comes up.
Yeah, but Smooth is just like, I'm not having it. You know who I am. I'm Lord Smooth. I'm built to take pressure.
This is disgusting. He's intentionally freezing the lane as well just because he knows something is up. Nicely done coming from Scoop. And again, now he will have the Black Dragon to join the fight here, but TODAK, they have to make a play. So Sujin scouts this out. It confirms Smooth's suspicions. And it's going to be able to get out to this. Now the Lord Dance comes in, but Sunsujin, you got to make it work here. Retri on you. Circling comes in. Here comes the drop everything. Smooth goes in. Catches 2. Sunsujin secures the Retri and Sasa gets the kill as they continue their assault. Smooth now finding one, but Sunsujin steals the kill away as King Empire completely engulfs TODAK in the turtle pit.
All right, here's the wrap time, right? King Empire with this 3.4k lead, but more importantly, their huge EXP and jungle lead is gigantic, right? That's going to be what? 2 levels for Sutsujin, 2 levels for Smooth as well. That side of the map is completely compromised. These neutral objectives are hard to take, and worse yet, when all is lost, Sutsujin just has the bigger retribution.
It looks like Smooth is fuming, man. Because like for the past 4 games, I keep getting dunked on. It's like, okay, you guys have to understand, Smooth is a quiet guy. He's a nice guy. He's the kind of guy that wouldn't hurt a butterfly, right? But then you just know, I feel like going back and then the coach is like, hey, Smooth, how are you feeling? And then he just looks him in the eyes like, just give me Yuzong. Let me be 3rd pick. Don't let me be 4th pick. Let me do my thing.
Well, in this case, you talk about him being quiet here. In this game, he's an absolute monster right now. And he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I can't imagine Smooth calling for a tech pause. He's like, excuse me, Marshall, a tech pause. Why? I snapped my phone in half. This game has not gone well for me, but I snapped it in half.
All while just maintaining a smile. You know, like, very innocent. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Cedric. Also, I did it with one hand as well, just like you, sir. For the most part, nothing's going to be happening here as King Empire slowly just rotating around, looking for an angle to get underneath the chin of TODAK to eventually choke him out. Put him in a rear naked chokehold. Even a Kimura, if they can find it.
Well, it is finally a best of 1 series, the full reset, right? Do or die. You can see both teams a little bit hesitant on jumping the gun. Gary also playing a little bit more defensively. Sutsujin, half on the turtle. King Empire looking for the jump reader. He sees, he doesn't see Shizo, he doesn't go for it, but Black Dragon being used to zone him off to secure the turtle. And once again, King Empire, they take a major objective. Conceal, comes in, looking for the pull, but no! Shizo gets out to safety. Finally pops the Purify, he will be able to survive, and King Empire misses the jump. TODAK able to get out.
Shizo
like
dodge!
Dude.
In Divine Judgment, dude!
That was actually
that was cool.
So he dropped the BMI, he knew he was gonna do it, he quit before he sees Vader actually go and preemptively flicker, he pops that Purify so he's untargetable by that CC, and quickly takes his BMI to sneak out of there to create just enough distance so that the animation can't even go through even if it wanted to.
That's the thing, right? Dude. From my perspective, Shizo didn't even pop it and he still got out first.
I mean,
so
I wish
weird.
I had a hand cam for that.
Here's the thing, right? We've seen this a couple of times. Moonton told us nothing can beat suppression. And then you have players like this that says, who decided that?
But speaking of deciding here, Peter, A little bit of a ballsy here. You know, he doesn't have Divine Judgment, but TODAK's afraid that he might have it, so they don't really want to take the risk right now, and it's scary.
No need to. They have the 5K lead about to turn 6, and they get a free tier 1 if they want it, but looks like they're going to back away. I thought they'd be more aggressive about this. There we go.
Okay.
That's what we wanted to see. Just run them down.
Okay, you know, they force a flicker out of nothing in the first kill, and a spear now, sending up top, not going to be connecting. So KGE can take this as slow as they can once more.
Yeah, we'll only see them go for that 2x multiplier once that Lord is in place, but until then, they're just waiting to pick off TODAK one by one. TODAK not making any proactive plays themselves, knowing that it can be a little difficult, but they are forgetting to do some of their chores.
Right now, King Empire is 7,000 gold ahead, and this is one of the more disciplined games coming in from both teams because it's 9 minutes in and it's only 4-0.
Yep.
TODA is not finding areas where they can exploit King Empire because for now, Victor has not really had a successful Divine Judgment, but it could be said that he's really trying to use it defensively instead of offensively. So if anyone oversteps they're welcome that he's going to pull someone in.
Oh, Black Dragon being used to zone out the members of TODAK. They were securely Snipe Lord available, but now he makes an attempt. He's going to pay with his life. Smooth, can he get out? No, he doesn't even die! He catches the setup! He turns in favor for King Empire! 2 down. Zyme Boy Gary taken out. King Empire. Smooth!
Wow.
Wow!
Great comms.
He's never going to get that Yuzong again, man. Never going to get that Yuzong again.
Now there's another one to add to the list. Used to be Paquito and Benedetta, now it's Yuzong and Benedetta. He's never going to be able to touch him again. Jeez, this team, King Empire, as of right now, are looking phenomenal, right? It feels like they can do no wrong in this game.
It's just crazy to think he just got it one time, and then they're like, why did we let this through?
Oh boy, not looking good for TODAK fans with the Lord coming in. Smooth, not having the... He still has the Black Dragon actually, but he's nowhere near to contest this. As TODAK will be able to defend this for now. Tier 1 still stands surprisingly on top though for TODAK.
Well, they're going to take their time. They're going to take all the outer tier turrets and then probably use the Black Dragon form to maybe fight for one inhibitor. Really depends on how big the wave is. Considering that the wave is pretty small right now, don't think it's going to happen. And they've already used their first set of Lord Empowered minions. Second one, don't think it's going to make too much of a difference unless TODAK walks out.
One good thing about this Lord take here coming in from King Empire, the thing is they didn't get inhibitors, but they got everything from the top lane. And I feel like that's a big swing in gold. Now King Empire is on the verge of getting 10,000. TODAK is having a rough time here. Shizo wants to deal damage, but he still has not completed his 3D items. Only having the Demon Hunter Sword as well as the Golden Staff. The Corrosion Scythe is not there yet, so the damage is not going to be there just yet.
I mean, speaking of damage, apparently not even the gold is there, right? Like Sasa maybe 2.6, but Smooth at 2.9!
Whoa! What?
3,000!
3,000!
3,000! What the heck?
It's over 3,000!
I hope he gets MVP and we get to see his GPM.
Well, speaking of which here, Suzujin going to be starting the fight right now. They pop the Eternal Guardian and Zyme Senpai losing his edge here. He's getting a little bit desperate coming from TODAK, as there seems to be no windows of opportunity for TODAK to actually punish any of this. They've not gotten a single kill, and King Empire, think about this, 6 kills and Smooth was in all 6 of them.
I'm saying, like, even in the games that they lost, Smooth has looked phenomenal. He deserves the MVP. But either ways, right now, King Empire, they're closing all possible routes for TODAK to go in. Surprisingly enough, Zyme Senpai is doing quite a lot of damage, 20,000 damage dealt. But this is just him being him, man. He always deals the most amount of damage, but there's no opportunities to go in. This is the biggest... I would say this is the biggest weakness of the new generation of TODAK compared to before, where previously, it's not you don't have to worry about one person want to go in. Everyone wants to go in. But now TODAK, no one really wants to go in.
Yeah, last time the previous TODAK guard usually uses their death timers as a means to an end, right?
Yeah.
Having overly long engaged fights, extremely messy, but they're always together. But unfortunately, not this time. Looks like TODAK has taken a more reserved routes, especially for their next generation, like you mentioned. But at the same time, they're up against King Empire. Previously, previously having members from Team SMG and even Zyme Senpai being part of that squad just goes to show how much influence these players have.
Yeah, they just understand each other on the micro level and also their habits, right? And now seeing that Smooth is 13 minutes in, 14 levels, and as an XP laner, I don't know what TODAK can do.
We got to talk about the stakes here. If TODAK loses this,
It's over.
they're not going to MSC.
It's the
Right.
first time they miss it.
They miss MSC. They miss the previous M series, like being the first team. Number 3 in the regular season. First team to get knocked out.
Damn.
That's not good for the TODAK brand.
Well, speaking of which here, can they defend as King Empire does a lot of chip damage on Sasa down middle, but again, TODAK playing this very safe. The bigger picture here is going to be the Lord crashing in as he slowly walks in here. Tier 3 will explode. Black Dragon already expended, cutting the back lines and looking for the push. Bitter tries to go for a flicker play, thinking about it, but still has the flicker. Divine Judgment. They're slowly mowing down all the inhibitors. Crystal down towards half HP. TODAK, they will be able to hold on, but the M-King Empire, they're not risking it. Why?
I feel like it's a good reason why. Dude, there's so much at stake here, man. You don't want to make a mistake where TODAK could possibly just end mid.
Yeah, that's true, but also because the big ultimates are gone, right? No Divine Judgment, no Black Dragon form, no reason to actually expand it, no way to enable them. Smooth, like before he left, used that Furious Dive to get the heck out of there. So at the very least, we know that King Empire, they weren't given the opportunity to actually jump in and find that engage, and that's basically just due to TODAK being passive, right? However, the checkmate angle is still in play, 12k ahead, but TODAK, they're catching up quick.
Well, they've got the ultimate here. Round 2, take 2. Black Dragon comes in. No minions again. Not sure what exactly is going on through KGE's mind here. Makes a second attempt. Black Dragon form down for now. Vader still going for the Divine Judgment. Pulls one. They connect on Momo, but he's able to get out. So no value for King Empire. TODAK still holding on for their dear lives as the Crystal, 70% health, but it buys enough time as they try to push back KGE.
I'm pretty sure that was a mistake in terms of communication as well, because it looked like Victor really wanted the target. I'm pretty sure TDK was not his target, and King Empire, I feel like if the communication was there saying, I'm gonna go in, burst them down, even if they chose the wrong target, it would have bursted them down. So I feel like the lack of commitment in that fight there shows that it wasn't communicated well, that Victor wanted to make a play.
Yeah. If not, you would have expected to see Smooth like jump in with the Petrify as well. If they're already willing to commit the Divine Judgment as well as a Flicker nonetheless, then I think everybody should be looking to commit. Now, without the Divine Judgment, but more importantly, without that Flicker, TODAK can anticipate when Victor actually tries to close that distance. That's why we're seeing such a long lore dance here. And it's not like King Empire needs to do anything. They've got 3 naturally pushing waves.
Yeah, and seeing how KGE is doing this right now, all they gotta do is just wait things out, right? They don't necessarily need to rush here. And Sasa, he's gonna risk himself to try and clear up top here. He's not even in this fight. TODAK looking to make the jump here. Lord down towards half HP. They might be sniped here. KGE, they need to secure this. Sujin, can he win the retry battle? Dato again! He steals the Lord with the Nana this time. Smooth now collapsing on the back lines. Now he's gonna try and run them off here, but Sasa with the spear from behind, looking for the flag. TODAK, they've lost from Flacia, but they still keep their lives. They need to reset quick. The Lord already marching down the middle lane. KGE looking to take away the title, take away their dreams as TODAK now. Momo tries everything to stop them. He will lose his life. The Lord knocking on the crystal. Momo will fall. Sasa focusing the crystal. KGE has done it. The King Empire, the true kings of MPL MY, telling TODAK goodbye.
GG, well played, the King Empire. They qualified through the play-ins. Welcome to the playoffs here at day number 1. But we also have to say goodbye to TODAK. They put up one hell of a fight.